We have unemployment, we have mental health, we have, friendships, we have relationships, we have family dramas. It is just a lot for the youth.
It's that thing of most jobs would want you to have experience, and you just fresh out of school, like matric, and then you like went to uni immediately after that, and then it's just like work experience. I didn't just wake up employed. I also had to apply on these websites. I also had to, word of mouth, sell myself.
Hello everyone, welcome to Youthful Conversations. Today I am your host and my name is Mpomanganye, the next big thing. Make sure you do that. Today what we'll be doing is I will be interviewing the very host of this very podcast. And ma'am, please tell us a bit about yourself. Who are you and what this podcast is about and what conversations you look forward to having?
Okay, so firstly, my name is Ompile Keisho. I am the founder of this channel,
Danko.
Youthful Conversation Podcast. So what this channel is about, it's about like youthful conversations. So it surrounds youthful topics. So this would be the unemployed, seeking like better advice from the employed. So this would be discouraged youth that are like seeking applications, trying to apply, not finding jobs. Then we have the employed that are encouraging how they got to be employed, like what were their challenges before reaching where they were. So on this podcast, it's more about like encouraging the unemployed, but the employed giving their stories of maybe the working field. And from there on, we'll see where the topics and segments go about. But I also hope to have like guests on the channels that share their very own experiences and maybe like how they can like navigate this, section of youth.
I mean, what inspired you to ultimately focus on this, like to have the name Youthful Conversations? I get what it's about, but what inspired you to get to that point?
What inspired me was I've seen on the platform we don't have a lot of youth voices, especially within the podcast segment. So I thought it would be like a great idea having like, interviews with the youth, finding like how they navigating their challenges and their way forward.
And I would agree with you that, excuse me, we don't really have like podcasts that have lucrative conversations. It's always, humor, it's always jokes. And the people that watch those podcasts are the people that need advice, are the people that need encouraging, because they are basically, or like sometimes maybe just sitting at home and going through their phones, grappling through unemployment. So I'm really glad that you saw like a need and you're doing something about it.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, ma'am. And then going forward, like what kind of change do you aim to see for the unemployed and the unemployed?
So when it comes to the unemployed, it's motivation, for them not to give up. We understand, hearing it from someone. I think right now we've got like some youth sitting at home depressed because it's pressure of after graduating, I'm supposed to be working. But what happens when you're sitting 2 years straight in a row, not employed? Then what? You feel discouraged. I'm getting employed. What am I doing wrong? So when it comes to the employed, it's them like giving them like that push of apply, but also take a break. I didn't just wake up employed. I also had to apply on these websites. I also had to, word of mouth, sell myself. Also like some of the challenges of maybe the employed, like explaining to the unemployed that it's okay, when you fail an interview, don't be hard on yourself if it's like things like your first interview.
And then do you think that perhaps maybe that's what you needed maybe at the times where you were unemployed?
I think so. That's why I think I've come up with this whole idea, because there was a time where after graduating, it was like hard stepping into what I studied for. But even knowing that what I studied for was something to fall back onto, but media has always been my passion. But it was like, I need something to fall back onto in case media does not work out. And knowing that I also graduated, having to sit those months, like LinkedIn, if it's not LinkedIn, it's company websites and stuff like that, going to interviews and thinking you've gotten the interview and you've nailed it. But then, boom, bam, unsuccessful email comes like 2 weeks later, So I think that's why I've started this like whole podcast to like share my story and others sharing their stories. Like reality.
As you're saying that it's youthful conversations, what's your like your age brackets for that? Because I feel like in South Africa we have classified youth into 35. Are you hoping to like touch people older than 35 with the conversations that will be had, because there's still someone at 35 who's still searching for an internship, at 35 still searching for a learnership, with the heartache and the anxiety of the fact that once they tap out of 35, they are no longer considered youth, and it makes them sort of very hard to be employed because now you've passed the age of youth. So do you aim to even reach those people, and how do you aim on doing that?
So how I tackle reaching those over 35, it would be like when I've reached like a point where I've made a difference in the young ones, then maybe open up that segment. But if ever it's that thing of they willing to share their story, then I am obviously going to have to welcome them on the platform. If they share their stories and stuff like that, it will come from our viewers to how they best assist.
Okay. And then you mentioned something that, many people can relate to. Going for an interview, thinking that you nailed the life out of that interview. And then 3 days later, you receive an email and it's like, unfortunately, what has that done to you, like personally, your self-esteem, how you view yourself? What has those unfortunately emails done to you, and how you look at the job market and trying to penetrate through?
Well, those moments were very discouraging because it's like I felt, because I was, and I am still young, it's that thing of most jobs would want you to have experience, and you just fresh out of like school, like matric, and then you like went to uni immediately after that, and then it's just like work experience. It's not that I was not trying, but some companies want you to have like 3 years experience in something that you just graduated from. So with that, it was very discouraging. How I tapped out of that, I think my main distraction was YouTube. So I used to do like cooking content, which is on this very same channel, but now like it was like my therapy until God rerouted me back into my passion, which has always been media.
Doesn't he always reroute you to where you have to be? Love it for you, ma'am. And, going forward, I really do that. Like, do hope that you touch the hearts that you want to touch. Like, you make the impact that you want to make. And, you get to rest, under the trees that you've planted, when you see people maybe stepping out of depression, coming out of anxiety, when they start seeing that it's not just me and the next person is going through it. I really do hope that, like, you achieve whatever goals you've set for yourself, because I really do believe that you have a definite why into why you're doing this. So I really do hope that like you stick to that vision, like do not deter, and you see it through, like you see it come to life. And we're here to clap for you. We're here to lift you up when you fall, to hold space for you, to just show up for you, like whenever you need someone to show up, because like the topics concerning youth are very sensitive. We have unemployment, we have mental health, we have, friendships, we have relationships, we have family dramas. It is just a lot for the youth, So I really do hope that like you really do get to touch the hearts that you are meant to touch. Like even if it's just one person, the person that is meant to be touched by a podcast will be touched, and we'll be here, man, cheering for you all the way through, my sister. So yeah, anything else that you'd like to share to your viewers now that you are the official host of Youthful Conversations? Love it for you, ma'am.
Well, the final words is please like be patient with me. I'm also navigating this segment, and I'm just hoping for it to be like successful and make a difference in one's life.
Yeah, that's nice. And I remember there was I don't know if I was reading it on my emails or I was reading it in a book to say that like, I saw it on TikTok, I think, when they said, poverty has a language. So as you're saying that you are still also navigating and for me personally, I would say to you that yes, you're learning and and you're proud about what you're learning, which I am too, but do it as if that you are meant to be doing that. Give it your all. And once you give it your best, my sister, all that's meant to come out of it will come out, because you would have nothing left of yourself to give. So from the first shots, take it and run with it. Go very far, my dear.
Thank you.
Not go fast lane, please.
Sorry.
Not go fast lane, please. Just the right lane.
Just the right lane. Okay.
Just cruise nicely, do what you have to do with the power that you have. And yeah, man, the rest, I truly believe in alignment, that when you offer the best of yourself in the things that you endeavor, then the universe offers back the best, or God, rather, whatever higher power you believe in offers back, reciprocation. So give it your best, and my love, the returns will be just as great.
I appreciate this moment. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for being
So
my
now,
host.
as the host, going forward, please wrap up the episode for us, my sister.
All right, since you'll be seeing me more, thank you for watching. Let's like, to comment and subscribe. Let's keep the engagement. As you guys have been engaging on the cooking episode, beating the youth, battle motivation. So I hope to see you on the very second episode. Love and light.
To you and yours, from us, it's good night.